The Democrats are under a lot of pressure. We talked about this yesterday, to stop the Trump agenda. They have all sorts of obstacles in doing that. Number one, the man is more popular than at any time in his political career. People are behind what he's trying to do to lower inflation. They're behind what he's doing to make us energy independent. They're behind what he's doing on the borders. 70% believe that he is fulfilling campaign promises, which means a lot of people who didn't vote for him nevertheless are saying, well, you know, the man is doing what he said he's going to do. So they have a couple of options. They don't control the House, obviously. They don't control the Senate. They don't control the House. But they can file lawsuits, and they are filing a bunch of lawsuits. Isn't it interesting? The same people who, well, Donald Trump filed all sorts of lawsuits to overturn the election. No, he filed lawsuits because he thought there were problems. He didn't barricade himself in the Oval Office. He didn't refuse to leave. He didn't say, you're never going to take me alive, copper. He filed lawsuits, which is what you do when you have disputes. Abided by the decisions. And he left, went to Mar-a-Lago. But the Democrats have filed lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit in the first 3 weeks to stop whatever Donald Trump is doing. You don't have a problem stopping that agenda, do you? Is that insurrection to stop the president from doing what he wants to do? And I told you they were going to file a bunch of lawsuits. And they have every right to file lawsuits. And eventually, I believe they're going to fail once this ultimately gets to the Supreme Court. And I think virtually every single thing he's doing will eventually get to the Supreme Court, including the way he's interpreted the 14th Amendment to mean that you cannot come to the country illegally, have a child, and have that child automatically be an American citizen. That's the way the 14th Amendment has been interpreted wrongly for a long time. And sooner or later, we're going to get an on-point decision by the Supreme Court. And you're going to find out that Donald Trump's interpretation is the correct one. The other thing that they have is name-calling. We talked about Robert Garcia, a California congressman who yesterday referred to Elon Musk as a D.I. blank blank. And Anderson Cooper referred to Governor Chris Sununu as a D.I. blank blank. Yesterday, one of the congresspersons at some rally said, I don't normally curse, but blank Trump, using the F word. So they can do that. And Representative Cleaver, a Democrat, has issued an edict to Elon Musk. Listen to this, number 6.
Now, I'm going to be quick because I want to send a message to somebody. Elon, take your musty millions and musty Moscow rights to the moon. Because if you don't, we're going to stand up, we're going to speak out, we're going to march, we're going to do anything we need to do to make sure that the people of this country understand that the CFPB is for them. You get your musty hands off of our money or go to Moscow, you musty moo.
Go to Moscow, you musty moo. What is it? Well, at least it's different. You go to Moscow, you musty moo. I thought they liked African Americans. Amisha Cross is one of the pundits on MSNBC, and she's pulled out the Donald Trump is a racist card for wanting to cut down the size of government, for wanting to eliminate the Department of Education, for wanting school choice, for trying to make us energy independent. I'm not quite sure how that makes him a racist, but she gave it a shot. Number 25.
Well, first off, happy first day of Black History Month. No matter how Donald Trump tries to erase the achievements and accomplishments in history of Black people, we still exist. Beyond that, I think that the executive orders serve to do one thing in particular. This is a messaging strategy from this president, a messaging strategy that I would argue is fairly working across many states. We're seeing colleges and universities roll back their DEI campus relations and services provided to not only students of color, but also students with disabilities, students who are first generation college students, you name it, they happen to be affected, veteran students as well. We're watching a lot of the funder world, the funder organizations that actually give to institutions that are there to help support low-income communities, diverse communities, everything from healthcare to education access to housing. We're seeing them fall under the weight of this as well because the funder community is backing away. We're seeing time and time again so many of the private sector giants also back away from their DEI pledges. We're also watching scholarships be removed, be it whether they're Black or Latino scholarships, up to and including work opportunities. We know that in this country, the only people who have merit are not white males. However, if you let Donald Trump tell it, merit is only found, excellence is only found in white men. And he is doing his very best from the highest perch in the world to showcase that he does not want anyone else to be able to reach the American dream. He doesn't believe in fairness. And at this point, he might as well just put on the white hood because every Black person in this country in particular knows what message this is signaling and knows exactly what he's doing when he talks the way he talks and when he employs these types of regulations.
He might as well just put on a white hood. That's just unhinged. Donald Trump only believes that white men are competent. And they're trying to erase Black history by opposing Black History Month. I haven't heard Donald Trump say he opposes Black History Month. Have you? I know who does. Listen to this.
Black History Month you find
ridiculous.
Why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? Well, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism until...
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. I know you as Mike Wallace. You know me as Morgan Freeman.
Well, I guess Morgan Freeman might just as well put on a white hood because essentially he's saying what Donald Trump is saying. Merit. Evaluate people based on content of character, not color of skin. I guess that makes him a racist. Now, about the border, National Border Patrol Council VP Chris Cabrera said this, number 12.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think, I don't know who he thought he was fooling. I mean, it darn sure wasn't us. We knew what was going on the whole time. And you're right, the apprehension numbers have slowed to a crawl. Last night, I was actually working the river, and you have the Mexican military patrolling their northern border, so that slows down a lot of traffic coming our way. So things have changed a great deal, and this president has proven that he's a man of his word and can get it done. He actually gave then President Biden, the roadmap to do it. He just failed to do it.
When we come back, more Donald Trump syndrome hysteria. Maybe someday there'll be a vaccine. Joy Behar of The View fame says the only reason Republicans support Trump is because he has threatened to kill their families. I actually said that because she actually said that. Donald Trump expanded opportunity zones in the inner city to generate income, and he wants blacks to fail. He might as well put on a hood, says this pundit. This is just sick. You got nothing. What are your policies? Thanks for watching these clips from The Larry Elder Show. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment. More thought-provoking discussions are just a click away, so stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.